everyone! Welcome sa ating free art workshop dito sa Art Smart with Teacher Precious. So for today, we're gonna review shading kasi I've been teaching this several times. Ilang beses ko na rin na ituro. But every time you do it, you improve. So continuous practice kahit naaral nyo na ito before. Okay? So maganda na ma-practice natin para maging mas mahusay tayo sa shading, lalo na sa shading with pencil, no? Si Hannah, ayan. Hi, Hannah and Frida. Si Kyrene. Kyrene, is it your first time? Say hi to my vlog. Hi kay Kyrene Ayeka Mendoza vlog. Ayan, nag-vlog daw siya. Si Worth2. Hi, Teacher Precious. Where can this be watched sa TV or channel? Available to sa ating Digibox, tama po ba? Mamaya po, sabihin ko kung saan siya pwede mapanood. Ayan. Si Sophia Marie. Hello, Sophia. Si Jake and Chloe from China. Oh. Hi, Cara. Cara, nandito din. Okay. Yan, done sharing si Anazia. Thank you, Anazia. Yan, sige. Ay, si Paul nandito din pala. Si Paul. Si Roxanne. Yan. Okay. Si Gallagher. Hello. Okay, yan. So, excited na ba kayo? Excited na ba? Excited na? Please type. Ay. Yan. Sige. Sige, bago tayo magsimula, gusto ko muna magpasalamat sa mga nag-submit ng kanilang Art Smart artworks last week. Ano nga ba yung ginawa natin last week? What did we do last week? Naalala niyo ba? Diba? We made 3D crafts. Yung ating animal cardboards, no? Okay, sige. Let's watch this slideshow. Tingnan natin yung mga artworks nyo. Wow, very good. Ang galing. Good job. Okay. Okay, yan. Nakita ko yung mga works ng iba, di ba? Yung iba, nagkulay pa, kinulayan, naglagay ng original na design. Very creative. Good job. Okay, yan. Hi, Jamak. Okay. So, ngayon, this time, babalik tayo sa 2D drawing. Drawing tayo ulit. Okay. Ay, pero bago yun, batiin muna natin si Queen. Si Queen, happy birthday! Yesterday. Belated happy birthday. Ayan. Okay. Sige. Prepare pencil and paper. Okay. Pwede rin ball pen or markers. Okay. Depende kung anong gusto nyong gamitin. Okay. Pero okay din na may pencil and markers. Ayan. Sige. Hi, Victoria and Almira. Thank you always for watching. Okay. Si Gallagher, di daw nasama work niya. Na-post niyo po ba? With hashtag? Sige. Ayan. So, ready na ba? Let me know if you're ready. Let me know if you are ready. Ayan. Okay. Tsaka eraser and ruler if meron kayo. Kasi makagamitin din natin yun eh. Okay? Ready na? Finally, ready na. Okay. Hi Alexa, Andy, May, Kayla, and Nicole. Hi Karen. Ready? Okay. So ngayon, did you sharpen your pencil? Medyo ano na ba? Kasi minsan pag purol, mahirap mag sketch. Yan. Okay. Sige, sa Kumu po ba? Meron po ba tayong viewers from Kumu? Okay, sige. So ngayon, ito yung gagawin natin. Basic shading techniques. Okay. So I will be teaching yung hatching. Hatching, ito yung paggawa ng lines, slanted lines, gaya nito. Maliwanag ba? Yan. Tapos cross hatch, ito naman yung Gagawa kayo ng X or parang ng mga cross. Yan. Salita naman, dalawang diagonal lines. Scumbling or scribbling. Pwede rin siyang scribbling. Ito yung parang doodle-doodle lang siya. Stippling, ito yung parang pointillism na ginawa natin kung naalala nyo. Yung mga dots. Tapos smudging, when you're using a pencil or crayon or charcoal, you'll smudge it. Gagamitan nyo ng parang, yung parang pang-smudge. And, okay, naturo ko lang sa inyo yung basic, pero mag-practice muna tayo. But before that, let's learn about different pencils. Different types of pencils. Naalala nyo ba? So, did you notice sometimes yung pencils merong numbers? Ako kung nakikita nyo. Sorry na iba lang yung isa but yan. So, meron ako ditong tingnan nyo maigi yung mga numbers sa pencils. 6B, 3B, malinaw ba? HB, meron din akong H. Meron din akong 2H. Iba lang yung brand ng 2H. Yan. So, alam niyo ba ibig sabihin ng mga numbers and letters na to? Do you know what they mean? Okay. So, yung average or yung typical pencil natin is yung HB. Okay, let's see. Try natin yung scribble yung HB Tingnan niyo lang. Watch first and observe. Yan. So, yung HB, it's not too dark. It's also not too light. Yan. Sakto lang siya. Okay. And then, meron tayong mga tinatawag na B pencils. Do you have this type of pencils? Ito yung mga drawing pencils. Okay. So, yung example, yung typical pencil natin, kagaya nito, yung ordinary pencil, says 2B. So, yung usual yellow pencil na ginagamit natin, usually 2B din siya. So, dito siya banda. Try natin yung 2B Tingnan natin Observe nyo lang Tingnan nyo yung shading. Yung kung gano'ng ka-dark, kung gano'ng ka-light. Yan. Tingnan naman natin. Itong 3B, ano kaya yung 3B? What do you think will happen? Anong na-observe nyo? Tingnan nyo Ay, hindi ka kasing laki. Yan. Tingnan nyo. Observe. Hindi ka kasing laki. Shade natin Yan. Itong 6B, tignan natin Tingnan nyo. Ito, hindi ko pala na-sharpen na maigi. What do you notice? Anong napansin nyo? Sa color or shading. Ba't mas malaki? What did you notice? Darker. Yes, darker. Sabi ni Precious Ellen, the pencil doesn't say, it only says 2. Okay. Yes, it's yung 2, usually it's between 2B or HB din. Pag 2 lang yung nakalagay sa pencil nyo. Pag yung ordinary school pencil. Yan. Tignan natin yung H. Tignan nyo itong H Anong napansin nyo sa H? Using ko lang tong H dito. What did you notice dito sa H? Using ko lang yung HB. Di pantay yung size. Okay, so yung pencils, meron yung factor. It plays a part in your sketching. H. Tapos try natin yung 2H. Ibang brand lang kasi to Meron pa yan, 4H, 3H. Tignan nyo. Oh, what did you notice? Ba? 6B daw yung darkest, sabi ni Marivic. Yes. Can be. Actually, meron pang 8B. Imagine how dark can be. Yan. Diba? So, yung mga B pencils, these are usually the darker pencils. Okay, but they are softer. Soft. Ibig sabihin, madaling mabali. Kaya even tignan nyo din yung dulo nila. Yung mga matatalas ko, yung mga sharp pencils, yung mga H. Why? Because you can sharpen them. Pwede mo siyang pasahan na matulis, na manipis, hindi siya mababali because the H pencils are hard. Okay, but they are also light. Light lang din yung shade niya. Tingnan nyo, oh. Yan yung ginagamit if you're gonna make line drawing for architectural drawing, light sketches. But it's also difficult to erase kasi hard siya. Sometimes, pwede siyang makabutas ng papel. Okay, but yung 6B pencils, ito yung mga soft. Pag tinasahan nyo siya ng masyadong matalas, baka mabali. So yan, mas malaki yung dulo nila. Tingnan nyo. Ba? And also, if you're going to say smudge, if you want to do smudging or if you want to make your work like clean and light, kasi i-outline nyo siya ng marker, I think it's preferable to use the H pencils kasi it's light. Okay, tinan nyo sa smudging ha. Itatry ko i-smudge tong H pencil. Smudge ba? Hindi kasama itong nasa labas. Yan. Hindi masyado, no? Tingnan nyo yung 6B. What will happen sa 6B pag in-smudge ko siya? What do you think? Tingnan nyo, ha? Isang ganun lang. Kita nyo? Dumi siya kagad. O, sige, I'll use a new figure dito, ha? Tingnan nyo. Nagsasmudge. Ito. Medyo nagsasmudge, di ba? Pero yung H, itong H, ayaw. Kasi nga, it's hard. Hard siya. Yung lead niya, yung graphite niya, hard. Hindi madaling mag-smudge. Okay. Yan. So, yun. So, what pencil are you gonna use? If you're using a drawing pencil, if it says 2, it's aligned with between 2B or HB. Dito siya. Yung or pag 1 pencil, mas hard ng konti. Yan. Okay. So, now, we have our pencils. Okay, choose. For me, I will use all of this. Gamitin ko ito lahat. And eraser. So, meron tayong rubber eraser, yung typical eraser, but we also have the kneaded or net gummy eraser. Para saan yung net gummy eraser? The net gummy eraser is like clay. You can mold it. Pwede nyo siyang ikot-ikutin. And it doesn't have dust. It only absorbs the graphite, yung powder. So, kunwari, meron ditong, I want to erase this part. I can make this small, parang ganyan. Diba? Tapos, buburahin ko lang yung part na gusto ko. Okay? But this eraser can only erase yung smudges, yung light, yung pag hindi madiin. Okay? Pag magbubura kayo ng madiin, better yung rubber or yung vinyl eraser. Yan. Okay? Meron din charcoal, kagaya nito. This is pure charcoal. Wala na siyang pencil. Ito yung gamit ko. Wala na siyang wood part. Yan. Ito na siya. Tingnan nyo. Dito na yung pinaka-dark na yan. Black na talaga siya halos. Almost. Careful lang because this is really soft. Super duper soft. Siguro ano na to? 10B. I'm not sure. I think. Or 8B. Maybe. Yan. Sobrang ano na siya. LED na lang siya. Yan. So, yan yung mga typical pencils. Yan. Now you learn about pencils, we'll start practice shading na. Okay? Practice tayo. Sige. Gawa muna tayo ng hatch. Practice muna tayo. Get your scratch paper. Practice tayo ng hatching, yung tamang direction ng pag-shade. May papakita lang ako sa inyo. This is my sample work when I was in Japan. May activity kami doon. You have to copy a statue using a pencil. So, ito yung sample ng application of cross-hatching. Pwede pong palaki nito. Ayan. So when I was in studying art education dun sa Japan, isa to sa mga plates namin, how to practice yung cross-hatching. But when I was also studying in fine arts, our figure drawing teacher, si Sir Yildo Loricon, ano siya, turo niya sa amin, when you copy or when you shade, avoid smudging. Kailangan mabuo nyo yung tone or values just by adding more shades, adding more strokes. Okay? Yan siya. Pencil. Diba? Pencil yan. Pencil. Okay? So, may highlights, may shadows. Yan. Statue lang to, statue. Okay? Kasi mga sample plates pa namin. No? Ito yung mga sample plates when we practice patterns. So, dun siya magagamit. Okay? Sige, let's start practicing. So, pick a normal pencil, siguro HB or 2B. Yan. Then, let's make, practice muna tayo. Practice. Okay. Sulat natin. Practice. Okay. So, when you do hatching, dito tayo sa hatching, kailangan iisa lang yung direction ng lines nyo. So, kunwari, ito yung shape. Ito yung border. Yan. So, dapat, kung pa-check, kung one direction lang dapat, pantay-pantay. Parang check. Yan, ganyan siya. If you're using marker, yan. If you're using marker, dapat, kunwari, ito yung shape pa. Ibilog. Sige, ganyan lang. Kunwari, ito yung shape. Ganun din kahit marker ang gamit nyo. Yan. Ito yung tama, ha? Try not to do this. Look. Yung pag humihinto, if you're stopping at the point, yan, it won't look smooth and natural. Dapat, ano siya, parang check mark. Try to be consistent. Yan, try to be, medyo mahirap lang siya, but it's a good practice. As a kid, if you're still young, you don't need to make it perfect this time. As you practice when you're maybe in high school, college, or pag masanay na kayo, then yung mas magagawa niyo siya ng mas maayos. So you don't need to perfect it now. I'm just teaching you para makapractice kayo, di ba? So yan siya. So para kapag nag-shade tayo, kunwari, gamitin ko lang tong marker para makita nyo. Kunwari lang ha, shade tayo ng ganyan. So, pag mag-shade tayo, kunwari, dapat pantay-pantay. Yan, try to be consistent. Ito, pag may border, okay lang. Pero kapag, kunwari, gusto mong sa direction na yun, pwede mo ikutin yung papel. Yan, ba? Ganyan siya. Sige, ngayon naman, sige, now let's try dun sa ating paper, no? Sige, try natin. Hindi muna tayo magwa-value scale. Tuturo ko lang muna yung techniques. Ito. Sige. Try natin. So, gawa tayo ng mga square. Gawa tayo ng squares. Turo ko sa inyo yung techniques. Gawa tayo ng mga rectangles na may border. Hindi naman kailangan naka-ruler lahat, but gawin lang natin ng ganito. Para lang madali nyo makita. Okay, dito muna tayo sa hatching, no? Hatching. So, when you say hatching, dito, one line lang, one line. One line. One line lang siya. Ganito. Okay? One direction. Parallel lines. Practice natin, ha? I'll be using, sige, pencil na lang. Ito, 6B. So, yan, ha? Gawa tayo ng squares or para lang makita nyo. Pwede rin circles. Yan. So, sa hatching, start tayo sa lightest strokes, no? Sige. Try natin munang pusin to. Yan. Light lang, light. So, paano nyo gawing light yung strokes? You can hold your pencil farther from the tip. Yan, medyo ilayo nyo lang siya sa tip. Yan. Tapos, notice I tilted my paper. I tilt my paper, inuusog-usog ko yung paper kasi para mas natural yung movement ng hand. So, example, ito yung hand natin, di ba? Yung natural, if you're right-handed, kung right-handed ka, ang natural movement ay pag ganyan. Or pag ganyan, easier. Pero pag ganito, ang hirap. Ang hirap, minsan awkward. So, ginagawa ko, I rotate the paper. Yan, tinan nyo yung movement ng wrist, di ba? Para mas madali gumawa ng pa-curve line like this. Okay, and then if you're left-handed, it's the other way around. Just find the comfortable position. Yan. Dito tayo sa hatching. Hatching. Ngayon naman, if you want to make it darker, gagawin lang natin, you can press harder or make the lines closer to each other. Tapos, if you want to make it darker, dadamihan nyo lang yung layers. You'll add more. Yan, pwede natin patungan. Another layer, look. Isa pa. Then when you add more layers, what happens is it gets darker. Yan. Yan. And then, pansinin nyo, lahat ng direction pa ganun lang, ha? Hindi ako bumabalik. Kasi it's more natural. It's more natural if it's like that. Okay? How's your work? Yan, nagawa ba? If hindi perfect or hindi masyado nagandahan, hindi kayo masyado nagandahan, consider it as practice, no? Consider it as practice. Okay? Done? Sige nga. Practice natin tong hatching dito sa circle. Ay, sige. Can I try the oil pastel? Sabi ni Paul. Pwede naman, but it's gonna be very thick. Might need. Sabi ni Zia, can't do straight lines. It's okay, practice lang. Yan. Done? Okay. Next, try naman natin yung crosshatch. Okay, crosshatch. So, when you say crosshatch, ang mangyayari lang doon is, ano lang siya, what do you call this? Dalawang diagonal lines. Magtatagpo sila. Okay, gawa tayong square. Cross-hatching kapag dalawang diagonal lines na, no? Tingnan nyo. So, sa cross-hatching, yan. Okay. So, yung paggawa ng straight lines, depende siya kung gaano kalaki yung gagawin yung straight line. So again, I tilt the paper. If you're just making a small straight line, pwedeng nakasettle lang yung wrist nyo dito. But if you're making a longer one, you have to make your fingers stable. Hindi gumagalaw yung fingers. Tingnan nyo, ang gagalaw yung bandang wrist. Notice nyo to Pag gagawa ka ng short lines, okay lang na ganyan. Yung fingers yung gumagalaw. But, hindi. Pag straight line, try nyo ito yung pagalawin nyo. Yung wrist nyo yung pagalawin nyo. Tingnan nyo Oh. Yan. And if you're making, let's say you're making a longer line, ang technique is pagalawin niya yung elbow nyo. The wrist will not move. Yung elbow yung gagalaw. Kita niyo ba? You can see it here, but hindi gumagalaw yung fingers ko and wrist. This is like a solid block. Ang gumagalaw is yung elbow. And when I'm writing at the blackboard or whiteboard, ang gumagalaw is yung feet. Keep my body stable, keep my hands stable, and then I move my whole body to make a horizontal line when I'm drawing sa wall or sa blackboard. You have to be firm. Hindi pwedeng fingers mo lang yung gagalaw. Pag gano'n yan, tatabingi talaga. So that's another technique. Okay, tuloy natin itong ating cross-hatching naman tayo. I-try lang natin. Practice lang tayo. And then, tingnan nyo dapat dito yung mas light. Look, I tilt the paper. Tingnan nyo, yung wrist ko yung gumagalaw. Hindi yung fingers. Ito yung gumagalaw. Okay. Try natin ito mas darker. So, when you want to make it darker, you just have to add more lines. Tingnan nyo. Again, one direction lang to. Hindi babalik. Pag ganun lang lahat. Okay? If you're left-handed, you can change the direction. Pwede nyo namang ibahin. Okay. And continue. This is the same as this one. But that's okay. Nadagdagan lang natin ng isa pang layer. I added more lines. Then, I tilt the paper, tinitilt ko ulit kasi nga, I'm more comfortable doing this way. Hindi ako comfortable na mag-diagonal na yun pag ganun Okay, make it a habit to rotate the paper to fit what's comfortable for you. Diba? Iikot niyo yung papel kung saan kayo komportable. Tapos ito, gagayahin nyo lang, pa-X, pa-X. Try to be consistent and parallel. Siyempre, if you're still a kid, pwedeng tabingi, hindi pantay, and that's okay. You can just practice. Mas homework. Tignan niyo itong mga aking sketch. You see this? Can you see the X? Nakikita niyo ba yung mga X shading, yung crisscross. So, dyan, that's where you will learn how to use cross-hatching, no? Sige. Tapos dito, look. Diba it's darker? Dito naman, in here, you have to make more lines, but still, make it consistent, make it parallel, try your best to make it parallel, in one direction only. Isang direction lang. Tingnan ng mga reaction natin dito. Yan. Tingnan nyo You don't have to do it as fast as me. Another technique, if you want to make it darker, use a darker pencil. Diba? Yan, add lang natin to. Dagdagan natin. Tapos dito, dagdagan natin. Another line. Okay lang na magpass. And then, look, if there's a space here, you can add another line here. Okay. Now, it's darker, di ba? Mas dark na siya. Pwede pa natin, I want it darker, so I'll add another layer, but still, same direction. And then there's another thing, you can make it more darker by adding a horizontal line. But next time na yun. Yan. Ito muna tayo. Yan. Tatlo lang muna. Okay, so ito yung cross-hatching. Okay, let me know how's your work. Paano yung gawa nyo? Nakagawa po ba? Sa Kumu? Nakagawa po ba sila? Gawa naman. Sige. Next. Try naman natin yung scumbling or scribbling. Yung parang scribbles naman. Pwede siyang scribbling or scrubbling. Scumbling pala. Scumbling. Yan. Tayo sa isa. Okay? Dito tayo sa scumbling. Parang ikot-ikot na ganun. Ito yung usual na ginagamit natin na madaling gamitin na beginners. Kasi parang ganun-ganun lang siya. Dire-diretso lang na curve lines. Okay? So, scumbling or scribbling. Practice muna tayo before actually trying to shade, let's say, a face, a portrait, or a tree, scumbling or scribbling. So, dito, for this one, when I want it lighter, I really hold the pencil far from the tip. Hindi ako ganito magsulat. You should hold it a bit farther so your hand is more relaxed. Mas relaxed kasi. I-try nyo dito, banda. Yan o. Ganyan. It's here, medyo mas mahirap eh. This is called precision grip. You do it when you're handwriting, but we're not making up exact or precise detail. So, dito tayo banda sa likod. Okay. Try nyo muna yung light lang. Yan. Try nyo ipantay yung tone. Yan. I'll teach you this before we do the tonal values again. Para alam nyo kung anong shading yung gagamitin nyo. Yan. Ito yung karaniwang ginagamit na shade. Actually, yung halo ng sketch ko, may ganito eh. Okay. Next, we want to make it darker. So, it's either you add pressure, diinan nyo, or add more layers. Diba? Dapat pantay even. And then look, another technique to check if your shading is consistent, you blur or squint your eyes. Yung para mag-blur kayo ng eyes, duling-dulingan kayo. Tapos makikita nyo yung drawing nyo. Makikita nyo saang part yung hindi pantay, yung saang part mas darker, saang part yung kulang pa ng shade. Kasi kailangan pantay and consistent yan eh. And then better if you start lightly. Kasi mas madali gawing darker unti-unti kaysa yung burahin niya yung isang part. Tapos ang hirap na ulit ipantay ng shading. Yan, I'm blurring my eyes. So yan, blur na yung eyes ko. Tingnan nyo. Nakikita ko na kung saan yung hindi pantay. Saan yung mas light pa. I think I need to add more. I think I want to add more. I'm gonna use 6V para medyo mas middle tone, mas dark siya ng konti. Yan. Okay, next, let's try to make it really dark. Yan. Didiinan nyo pa ng konti. Aside from that, I'm using a 6B. So, it's very dark. If you're using a marker, ganun din. You just add more and more and more layers. No? Ay, kulang pa. Look, it's almost the same. Pag sa camera. So, I need to make it this darker. I'm gonna cover all the white spots. Lahat na ng pwede mong diinan. Ito yung pinaka-relax na technique, scrambling or scribbling, para lang kayo nagsiscribble. Yan, look, now it's dark. I think it's dark enough. Yan. How's your work? Sige nga, please type. Comment, how's your work? Kagawa na ba? Okay, next. Done for cross-hatching. Okay. Yan. Okay, next. Next, the next one is time-consuming. Naku, matagal to. Kasi we're gonna use dots. Alam po na gamit nyo na rin ito dati. Wait lang ah. We're gonna use the dots. Papakita lang ako sa inyong drawing. Dito na lang sa iPad kasi hindi ko na mahanap. I did this when I did my plate 2010 sa Fine Arts. Ito, can you see it? Picture na lang siya eh. But this is made from thousands of dots. Took me like 6 hours to finish this drawing. Ganito lang siya kalaki. Okay, so dot siya parang printer. Ay, walang line, just dots. So this is an example of pointillism. This is my mom. Mami, nandito ka. Si Mami lagi nanonood eh. So ito yung picture niya. And then this, I also use dots. Nakikita niyo ba yung dots? Walang line dito na yung draw the line. I just make a series of dots, dikit-dikit na dots to make a line. This took me around 8 hours to finish. So this is called pointillism. Okay. In shading, we call it stippling. Stippling. To, guitar. This is my dad's guitar naman. Gitara ng tatay ko. Same method. So, hindi siya, there's no lines, just pure dots. And then you add like, pwede thousands or millions of dots to make a dark line. Okay. Makahalata kapag sinade niyo yung black. Even the black part, you have to really take time to make dots. You're like a human printer. So this is called the stippling or pointillism. Di ba nagawa na natin yung pointillism before? Okay, try natin dito ha. Okay. Pointillism. Ito matagal. Try ko na lang bilisan. Okay. Takes a lot of time eh. Mamaya we'll shade shapes naman, forms. Sana yung mga cube natin. Stippling. Or pointillism. Yan. Oops. Sobrahan. Ito naman dots lang. And then, another technique, when we were studying stippling, pag the dots, better if you use marker. Hindi pwede yung, dapat dot lang, hindi pwede yung merong parang naging comet na gumanon, tumalsik. You really have to take time. Ito. Medyo matagal to. Ibilisan ko na lang. Sometimes you can use 2 pencils at once. Mahirap. We don't have much time, so I'll just show it to you. Like, demonstrate ko lang ng konti. Yan. Ito, might use a bigger pencil. Yan, di ba? Ito matagal. Imagine niyo yung drawing ko. Imagine this one. How many hours it took for me? Sobrang tagal talaga. Sobrang tagal. Okay. Yeah. Hindi ko natatapos it. I won't be able to make it as dark as the other one, but I'm just gonna Ayaw niya. Yan. Mamaya ako natutuloy iba kasi we might not have enough time. The point is, you have to make it darker. Okay? Ayan, na-imagine nyo na. It's easier if you're using tech pens like this one. I use tech pens for this one. Ito, sa mga pointillism. Kesa pencil, hindi masyado advisable yung pencil for pointillism. Better if, siya, ink. Anyway, tapusin ko lang. Okay. Then last one, ito yung usually yung ginagawa, but, well, unless you're using charcoal. Sa amin, when I studied fine arts, hindi kami they didn't advise us to do smudging sa figure drawing class. Ito lang kami, hatching, cross-hatching, scribbling, tsaka scrubbling. Yan. Kasi gusto ng professors namin, we can make the light tones, middle tones, and dark tones without smudging. Ganun sila kaibit. Anyway, let's do the last one. Smudging. Smudging, ito na yung, you can use a stump. Meron ba akong stump? I don't think I have stump kasi nga, I don't practice using a stump when I do shading. Ano lang talaga. Pure kamay. Stump is yung parang, have you seen a stump? Paper stump? Yung parang siyang paper na binalot. Then you use it for shading so you don't mess with your hands. Actually, they don't advise us to shade with our fingers kasi your fingers have oil. Sabi ni Una, my hands would fall off if I did that pointillism art thing. It's okay, I just showed it to you para you know, di ba? Para alam nyo. Ito naman, smudging. Pwede naman mag-smudge konti-konti. Actually, darili lang. Pero actually, hindi talaga advisable mag-smudge. I'm not sure if I have a stump. I don't think I have a paper stump with me. Cotton buds. You can use cotton buds, cottons, or tissue. Wait, I'll get the cotton bud. Okay, smudging, wait lang. I'll check if I have cotton buds here. I think I have here. Wala, na din. Anyway, okay. Smudging, sige, let's try. So, smudging, light lang muna, light. Okay, and then using a tissue, cotton, paper stump, or cotton bud, you can, smudge a little bit. But again, if you're using an H pencil, diba remember, yung H pencil, it doesn't smudge. So, it's better if you use your HB pencil or 6B pencil to do the smudging. Ito kasi messy eh. And then, medyo daya din siya eh. Okay, I'm doing scribbling first. Scribbling muna. Then, para mapantay nyo siya, you smudge it with your finger or tissue. Okay? Kaya nga, this one is more difficult yung scribbling kasi you have to make the shading even. Kailangan ipantay nyo, kailangan consistent without smudging. Kaya mas mahirap yung scribbling. Okay. Yan. So, if you want to, sa mga talent test, when I took fine arts, ito din yung isang test namin. May 2 big statues and we have to finish it in less than 2 hours, I think. You have to shade it, the proportion, the lights and shadows. So, if you're planning to take a talent test, you have to be able to copy from real life. Tapos, mag-shade, make the different tones. Next time na natin ituturo yung paggawa ng mas detailed na tonal values using the technique that you want. Do you study this in school as well? Ba't tinuturo din naman ito dun sa school? Tinuro ba ito sa school? Sa elementary, I think. Okay, so review lang naman to. I've taught this before. Naturo ko na to dati, yung tonal values. But this is more detailed about the shading. Yan. Okay? Kamusta naman yung work nyo? Sa Kumu po ba? Gumagawa pa ba kayo doon? May gumagawa ba sa Kumu? Yan. Thank you, Vincent, Jerry. No, sabi ni Rain. Okay. Sabi ni Nadia, use CHB for all. Okay. Yan, okay. Sige, try nga natin i-shade to. Last one na. Let's try to use this shading. Shading, let's say, a sphere or a square. Mas madali ba ang cube? Cube na lang. Done na ba? Done na. Sige. Sabi ni MK, yes, I studied this in school. Yes. Okay, sige. Sige, last 5 minutes. Sige, try ko siya i-shade sa circle. Kuha lang ako ng pambilog, syempre. Yan. I-try lang natin dito sa tatlo. Hatching. How to use hatching sa bilog. Sa sphere. Okay, so we use this shading to create illusion of form. Diba? When you say form, ito yung form eh. Yan. Yan na yung form, yung 3-dimensional na. So when we try to copy it, we're just making an illusion. Illusion of form. Gagawin lang natin 2D, pero parang medyo 3D. Yan. Diba yan? I-try natin copyhin to. Subukan lang natin yung hatching. So dapat one direction lang. So, yung hatching dapat papunta siya doon kung saan yung liwanag. Nandito yung ilaw eh. Palitan natin yung ilaw. May dalawa na. Pag dito yung ilaw, yan. Kailangan pag ganun ako mag-shade. Pag ganun. I-try ko lang ha. Twist ko lang to. Tingnan nyo ha. Consistent. One direction lang. Tapos, i-layeran nyo lang yung dito. Oops. Ayan. Ayan. Tapos, lagyan natin ng shadow. You don't need to learn this like immediately. You can find many tutorials on YouTube. Hindi ito yung lesson natin, not to shade the 3D, but to teach you the different shading styles. Yeah, so ito one direction lang. Lahat to pag ganun lang. Yung strokes kasi nandito yung liwanag. Tapos for cross-hatching naman, kunwari cross-hatching, ganun din. I-tilt ko kasi hindi ako comfortable sa isa. But I will use a different direction. Papunta naman dun sa gagamit ako ng pa-cross. Tingnan nyo ah. Ganito. Sa baba. Yan. Pa-diagonal. Against dun sa kanina. Yan. Not as perfect kasi we're trying it past shadow ulit. Yan. Ba? Okay, next naman yung scumbling. Dito na yung last muna natin kasi matagal yung pointillism. Sa pointillism, you just add dark. Sa scumbling, ito naman, so medyo, ito yung usual shading na ginagawa natin. A meatball drawing, sabi ni Rain. Ayan. Flashlight, please. Naalala ni Paul. Paul, do you remember our fake flashlight? Di ba meron tayong flashlight before to show you where the light source is? Ayan, meron na akong totoong ball. Next time, we'll do it again. Alam na ni Paul. Tapos, complete didiinan lang natin dito. We'll add more here. times it. Yan. So, wala na tayong time. Next time na lang yung... Next time, I will teach you how to shade 3D shapes. But for today, I'm just teaching you the different shading methods that you can use. Yan. Itong scumbling yung pinaka-common. Didinan lang natin dito pa ng konti. Yan. Okay. Hindi pa. Yan. Okay. Yan. So, yan ang ating basic shading techniques, no? Yung hatching, cross-hatching, scumbling, stippling, and smudging. Okay. So, yan. So, I hope you'll practice kasi these techniques are difficult, okay? But it develops over time as you grow older, di ba? As you practice more. So, keep on practicing lang. Kahit si teacher, di ko naman to nagawa agad than before. And then, pag kaya nyo na, you can also make sketches by copying, making portraits, drawing animals. Yan. Okay? And so, I hope you enjoyed and learned something today. Nag-enjoy ba kayo? May natutunan naman ba kayo? Ayan. So, sana makita namin yung works nyo. Pwede nyo kuhanan ng picture. Patulong lang kay nanay, kay tatay, or kay ate. At ipost sa inyong Facebook using yung hashtag #ArtSmartWithTeacherPrecious. Tapos, huwag kalimutan na iset to public ang inyong post para makita namin at mai-feature sa Knowledge Channel Facebook page. Okay, sa mga Kumu viewers, pwede nyo rin pong i-share yung inyong works online. Tag nyo lang ako. Please tag me, Teacher Precious, at Teacher Precious, and tag Knowledge Channel. And then pwede nyo rin panoorin yung stream na to sa Facebook page ng Knowledge Channel at sa Teacher Precious FB page at sa Knowledge Channel YouTube account. At habang online, pwede rin yung bisitahin ang aking website, teacherpreciousart.com, para sa watercolor online course. Ayan, at para mapanood ng marami yung video lessons, start scanning your digiboxes dahil available na yung Knowledge Channel sa Free TV sa Mega Manila, Baguio, Naga, Metro Cebu, Iloilo, Davao, at Zamboanga. Ayan, kids, so reminder lang, after ng activity, magligpit at huwag kalimutan maghugas ng kamay. Lalo na medyo messy yung shading na ginawa natin. Okay? So, alright, thank you for joining us today. So, samahan niyo ulit kami next Friday para sa another exciting and fun episode sa Art Smart. Okay, so again, remember, know your art, be art smart. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching.